Jordan Longhair, or Jordan Mulan Longhair, and today we can talk about bad hair days. Or when you're a doll, you would think that that would only be a thing for living hair. True hair. That lives and grows, and you can cut it off, and then, you know, that it'll grow back because it's living hair. And doll hair isn't living hair. Hell, I don't even know what doll hair is. But I do know is it can get all styed, and it always seems to happen as soon as you come out of the box, or the bag, or whatever you were in. And no need what kind of brush you have, it never really does seem to work. You know. And it always be like this. Well, wouldn't it be good if your hair was like dried on, like what Mattel and Hasbro and Jax does? Yeah, and McFarlane Toys. Yeah, you would think, and Karis Toys, you would think that that would be a good thing, because then you have to worry about it going over your cheek, over your nose, over your mouth, or your eyes, or wherever you don't want it to be at. Well, that might true, LA Knight. That need be true. But then dried on hair tends to, I don't know, tends to uncast over time. And like once that happens, no need how many times you draw it back on with whatever drawing tool or whatever it is, it never seems to work. Yeah, but at least you're gonna worry about it being in one's eyes or over their mouth or nose or cheek or anything like that. Yeah, I guess that is true. When did the hair get all like that? When? When I got on my Mattel Barbie box, and that was many years ago. My hair was already badly misbehaving even before that. So yeah, it's been a long time since since it happened. Oh, fuck, get away from my eyes. Now, if you would think that that is the if you would think, and if you're going to scathe and say, get off my shirt, and if you're going to scathe and say that, oh, well, I don't have the right kind of comb, well, tell me, what is the right kind of doll comb? Because I didn't comb, because Mattel didn't give me any comb, at least not with this one. And if there is a right kind of comb that works on doll hair, well, I don't know. But all I know is doll hair tends to be all styey. It likes to get in your eyes, your nose, your mouth, around your cheek, sometimes around your neck, on your shirt. And no need what you do, no need how much brushing you do. It never ever seems to go back to the way it was, or doesn't seem to want to be the way that you want it to be. You know? So yeah, when you're a doll, which haha, I'm a doll, that seems to be a everyday thing. Well, yeah, I am leaving out another bind, about shoes not fitting, but hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about, you know, um, doll hair and how it has to have a double standard. Yeah, well, I think, didn't you come, didn't you, what, you got bought from, what, Big Lots or something back in, what, 27 Between Wow or something like that? Yeah, something like that, I think, when I think it was still around. Um, at the end of the day, and you didn't come with no brush or anything, no, just me in a box, maybe shoes that didn't really fit well and I had to take them off. I don't know, maybe I can have a handbag or something. But I don't really think I came with all that much. Hell, you know? And, yeah. So I didn't come off a comb, so alrighty. Now let's go around my neck again. Fuck. Why does it always like to do this? I didn't put it around my neck. And there it goes again. My hair either wants to be around my neck, over my eyes, over my mouth, my nose, my cheek, on my shirt. Yeah, I wish it was dried on like your hair. Then you wouldn't have to worry about all of that. Yeah, but that would be one least thing you wouldn't have to worry about. So you tell me, why does doll hair always like to be styled? Why does it like to go over where you don't want it to be? And no matter how much brushing you do, it never really seems to work. I'll see you later.